Everyone, welcome back out to the range. Hey, I got a fun one. We're going to be taking another look at the PSA Dagger. Hopefully by the time this video is released, my other one showing some reliability issues that I had with it, with some specific hand loads, some specific hard cast bullets. I'm going to be also continuing to review the reliability of the Dagger, but in specific, I'm also today going to be looking at it as a suppressor host with my Dead Air Wolfman can. Let's get going. Alright, so today we're going to be taking another look at this PSA Dagger. Just a fun little gun here. We're going to be doing some reliability testing with a bunch of different ammo types. I've got some Herders, I've got some Federal, Syntech Range, I've got some Underwood Extreme Defender, I've got some Lawman 147 grain, and some Federal 147 grain. I'll be shooting those when I shoot the suppressor with it. Well, hopefully I won't be shooting the suppressor, but hopefully I'll be using this Wolfman and I'll be shooting it with it. We'll see how it works as a suppressor host. So let's get going. All right, well, I've got one magazine. I only have one magazine out at the range. My apologies for that. You drive 45 minutes to the range and you forget your extra mags, but hey, I have a magazine and we're gonna do this video today. All right, so what I have is I have the UN nation equivalent of a 17 round PMag filled with 1 round of Underwood Extreme Defender 68 grain, followed by 4 rounds of 115 grain Herder, followed by 4 rounds of Federal 124 grain Syntech, that's the red lipstick kind, followed by 4 rounds of Federal 147 grain, followed by 4 rounds of Speer Lawman, also 147 grain. So we're just going to be testing the pistol to see how it eats this various types of ammo. And these are all factory rounds. Again, I am at a range. I am going in a safe direction. And yeah, so let's get going. All right, well, again, it fired the veritable UN magazine. Seems like we're pretty reliable. Definitely really suspicious that those hand loads have something wrong with them. Okay, well, we have the suppressor on the Dagger. Again, this is the Dead Air Wolfman. It's really a fantastic suppressor. Highly recommend it. I've been able to mount it on several 9mm guns. But the neat part about it is if you use their key micro brake from Dead Air, you can also put it on your 300 Blackout, supers and subs. You can also put it on your 5.56. I have it on a 6.5 Grendel. I even called them up, asked them about the 6.5 Grendel. It's fine for that. So it's really tremendously versatile. It also has a longer section that you can have on. I have it in the short configuration at the moment. So very, versatile suppressor. And what's one of the reasons this was my first suppressor, and one of the reasons I got it that way is because you can just do so many things with it. Certainly you can't shoot 300 with mag, can't shoot 308 out of it, but yeah, that's a pretty awesome thing with it. And so today we're going to be testing it with the Dagger. What I have is about 8 or 9 rounds of I didn't count them all, of the Federal 147 grain, and about 8 rounds of probably have about 8 rounds of the Speer Lawman 147 grain. Why 147 grain? Because they're going slow enough that they'll be most likely very close to subsonic rounds, and so a little bit more hearing safe. You're going to run a suppressor, you shouldn't be dealing with a crack. So yeah, so let's get it off with these subsonic rounds and see how it goes. First round, great. Oh, maybe we didn't cycle. Yeah, it didn't reject a round. That's not good. Might have to Might have to be messing with the springs a little bit in order to get this going. All right, well, that's good to know. Yeah, stovepipe. See that? Round just didn't quite get in. I'm gonna have to get a different spring for this. So put in the comments below which spring you think I should be running on this. I assume it's probably just something very similar with Glock type things that you're gonna have to adjust the springs when you put this suppressor on it. So yeah, so that's something to be noted and something that we learned from this. And hopefully everybody, we had a good time today shooting, and we learned something about the Dagger. I definitely learned that this Dagger is reliable. Definitely got to work on the suppressor with it. That sometimes happens, that you need a different recoil spring on it, so on and so forth. But I'm still very impressed with this Dagger. It's I was a little worried when it didn't handle my reloads, and that was my first assumption. Always assume you screwed it up, trigger bar. So life lesson number one: when in doubt, you're probably the culprit. The loose nut behind the gun is the issue. All right, well, so that's been the video today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.